everybody, welcome to Rana's Radar, and check out behind me. What do you see? Corvette. That's exactly right. I'm here at the Conte Centre for the Corvette Expo in Pigeon Forge, and I mean, honestly, check out the sun, see my smile. It's going to be an absolutely brilliant day. I'm here with Amelia and we're going to check out her beautiful C8 Corvette. How you going, hon?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Not as good as you. I mean, this is amazing. I love the way you've got it all set up. Love the Lambo doors, customized wheels. There is so much happening here. Let's start with the basics. What have you got?
I've got the C8. It's a 2022, C8 Corvette. And it's the 3LT Z51. I've got the custom Forgiato wheels. So if you look at them from the side, they're black. And if you get in an angle, you've got more of the red. That way it's not just a solid wheel. And when it rolls, the Forgiato stays straight up, so you can see it the whole time.
That gives it such a cool effect when it's out on the road,
exactly.
Right? And these, I love the lights, and hopefully the camera will pick it up because they look great.
Yeah, and I can change those like 300 different types of light.
To whatever you're feeling.
Exactly.
Whatever the mood
right.
calls.
Christmas, New Year's, whatever.
Now, the doors, are they custom?
They are.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Those done out of Atlanta. So you just down. There you go.
Nice. Look at that. Stingray Racing.
And then you just lift up.
So convenient when you're in a tight space, right?
Right, exactly.
All right, let's look.
So then you've got the clear cover, because normally it's just got a black cover and you never see the engine. So I've got the clear cover on that, which lights up as well. And then of course the monkey that I painted back there.
Now you painted this.
I did.
This is pretty impressive, hon. So
thank you. So yeah, there used to be a black cover here, which was a little bit stronger than the polycarbonate. So I sat on it, and actually I've got pictures of me actually sitting there painting it. My husband took.
This is so cool. I mean, you've got such a skill. Do you do just this?
I do. I do wall murals, artwork, canvas, a little bit of everything. And sculptures and stuff. I made the monkey out front, which you'll see.
All right, so we've got a monkey there under the...
And I'll close it in a minute so you can see it with the top.
Definitely.
Down and up.
Oh, I love the hood as well.
Thank you.
You made this monkey. Everybody, you have to see the monkey here.
Yeah, so I started, it's got, the base of it is PVC piping, and then I used like a foam stuff to make it, and then I covered it with the fur to make him come alive. So this is Mad Max. He's my trunk monkey.
Your trunk monkey?
My trunk monkey.
Now, of course, if you guys are not wondering, I'm definitely wondering what's with the monkeys.
I love monkeys. I've loved monkeys since I was little. I was looking at pictures my mom had out the other day, and I was like 2 or 3, and I had a little black monkey named Zippy.
Wow.
And I guess it just stuck. But I love climbing trees. I love doing any of that. So the monkey goes well.
Why not? They're pretty cute. You know what I mean?
And nobody has it.
And nobody
that's my main
has
thing. So you can see on my shirt, monkeys, and that's my tag as well.
Monkeys as well. Wow. Okay. So 2022 Vet. We'll definitely get things closed up to have a look. But before we do that, Amelia, why the Corvette for you?
You know what? I really never
car.
liked Corvettes that much.
Okay.
Growing up, I always thought it's usually the old men.
Did you want me that? I didn't say it, okay?
But I mean, that's the impression I always got. So then when the new one come out, and it was more of the supercar look, and I just liked it. No offense. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I love the classic Corvette, so I don't agree with you there.
I do like them now.
Yeah.
And I just never cared that much before. But I do like a lot of
you know what? That's what I said last time I was doing Corvettes, and we've seen a lot of Corvettes on the channel, everybody, is that the classic Corvettes compared to the modern day Corvettes, they're very different.
Right, exactly.
They are very different. I mean, the modern day Corvettes need a whole class on their own. Like, for me, I see them as very different cars.
Right. You're more on the supercar.
Yes.
Yes. And I guess that's just...
And the classic Corvette is more for cruising.
Right.
You know, with the hand out the window.
Exactly.
But hey, I'm loving yours. I love the color as well.
And I like to be unique, so...
And you got to be unique. So let's have a look at the interiors before you shut everything, close it up so we can get great footage.
Yeah, I'll actually open it first so you can see it with the top off.
Oh, that'll be awesome. And this is stock inside?
It is. Yeah, it's a 3LT. So you've got the suede steering wheel and then everything.
Beautiful.
Thanks. And then I did the custom, like on the door panels.
Yeah.
You'll see when you get up.
And you did this as well yourself?
I did. Yeah.
And you're pretty talented. I couldn't
you.
draw a straight line if
So
my life
yes.
depended on it.
See over there, like the speakers, they're usually a bright silver, like the silver on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So I went in and I wrapped that, and I had to poke every little hole and do every little line. And then where the door switches are, I had used a carbon wrap because you can't buy those. You can buy other little parts.
Yeah.
That is actual carbon, but you couldn't buy that part. So
you do have carbon fiber here inside.
Yeah, all that's carbon fiber.
And that's something you've done yourself.
Yes. Yeah, I added that afterward.
So how do you know how to work on cars?
I had an 88 CRX when I first got my license. My mom and dad ordered it. It came in like 2 weeks before my birthday, and that was back in '88. So I went in, I had custom wheels. Inkies were real popular back there. I had black Inkies, and I did all kinds of stuff to that car and everything. So I guess it just stuck.
It stuck,
It
and you
did.
picked it up, and you picked it up well. All right, let's see how this baby looks with.
Start it up. Put the top all the way down.
There's that unique hum that I think we all love, at least I do. Listen to it. Love it, absolutely love it.
Let me close it up so you can
Yeah, go for it.
see everything but the hood. The monkey can't move.
The monkey can't move. We won't touch the monkey.
He can, I'll move him.
Nah, leave him, leave him.
You sure?
Yep, I'm sure.
Because he gives it a whole different look. Here, I'll go ahead and move it.
Hey, can we have a look here as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I
And
did
you've got
that
the
as
stingrays.
well.
This is awesome.
Thanks.
This is great work, Milia, honestly.
Thank you. So now you can get a totally different look.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I got this for.
We have running antiques other night.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I've been looking for
Of course, I got monkeys inside as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
We got
We got a fight.
And if you want to get a picture of my gas man, he's behind me, my husband. That's all he does.
The
I let him
man,
put the
the man
gas
that
in
makes it possible, eh?
Yeah.
How's it going, sir? What's your name?
Andy.
Andy, I'm Rhonda.
Nice to meet you.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
But she deserves it, doesn't she?
that's right. She works for it.
Yep, that she deserves
No
it.
doubt.
I enjoy it.
And I love the
You
fact
got
you
my tag.
made it your own.
Right.
You know, that's the thing with cars. They're all beautiful, but when they get customized and personalized, then that just takes it to another level. And of course, let's have a look at the plates. Monkeys.
So yeah, when I first got the car, I started not to go with the monkey thing, but I'm like, the more I thought about it and the more I kept going over it, I'm like, you know what, that's me.
That's you.
I want, and nobody has that. I want something that nobody's got. As to why I had the wheels that I've got and everything else.
Well, that's what I always say. When you get a car, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's modern, if it's classic, doesn't matter at all, because as long as you personalize it and you make it stand out, it's going to have the person walking by stop, turn around and be like, well, what's going on there?
Exactly.
Then you've done your job.
Yep. And that's like I was getting gas the other day, and in this, I had the door up, and the guy stops behind me. He goes, don't you have a Jeep with monkeys?
No.
I'm like, yep. And he goes, I thought I remembered it. So, I mean, I had a show Jeep as well.
Okay.
And it had, I built the box and everything with the gorilla in the back. I'll show you a picture.
You have to, because,
but yeah,
I mean,
so it was awesome.
we did the Jeep invasion last year, just
I
here
was-
at the Conte Centre.
I was here
as
year
well.
before last.
You were
I wasn't
here-
here last
I
year.
missed you.
Yep.
Then, yeah, because the Jeeps, they go way out when it comes to customizing and personalizing. One of my favorite ones was the Freddy Krueger Jeep.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty cool. And now you've got a Jeep as well, and you've themed it to the monkeys.
It's the monkeys. Yep.
Love it, love it. But when you've got a sports car like this as well, 2022 model nonetheless, it just takes it to another
I'll
level.
have to send you a
doesn't it?
picture of the both of them together, and you can. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. Look at this.
He's like, wait.
And the other poor guy's
His
on the
tail's
floor.
just wagging.
He's not going to like me much for putting him on the
Right.
floor, right? Ah, well, this is awesome. You having a good time here?
Yes, I'm having a great time. First time at a Corvette show.
First time?
Actually, it's only my second car show ever.
Oh, wow.
So I did one in, we stay in Mexico for the winter.
Okay.
So I did one in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina in October before we left. So, and I
Well,
won first place in it. So
let me be the
hopefully
first to
I'll get
tell
something
you.
today.
It's a disease, one that you can't run from.
Great.
And you're going to just keep coming, keep seeing me more.
Great. There we go. Yes.
I appreciate this so much.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Same here. Alright everybody, I love it when cars have got organizations behind them, or there's car clubs and there's fundraisings involved. I think something similar is happening here. I'm not sure, but I'm going to ask Jason about Vets for Vets. How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
I'm not too bad. Got an amazing, beautiful Corvette right here, and it's been themed beautifully as we all saw. Vets for Vets, tell us about that.
It's an organization I started a couple years ago. Me being a retired Marine, owning a roofing company, I thought it'd be good to help out veterans that are struggling a little bit and need to catch a break. So I came up with Vets for Vets. We do a home restoration for a chosen veteran every year. We have nominees that veterans kind of deserve to catch a break. So we vet them, go through, and we select one veteran. And this year we'll be doing that in 6 different states. We surprise that veteran with a knock on the door on Veterans Day weekend, and we do a free roof and redo the inside of the house, help out with bills, and we do that every year. And our goal is in 20 years to do all 50 states. But this year we're in 6 states, next year we'll be in 9.
Wow, I love that. That brings such a smile to my face. Come Jason, walk over with me please, and let's stand here. So this year you'll be doing 6 vets. You'll be going
Yes.
over to 6 houses to redo it. I mean, that is just amazing. I mean, that is a lot of cost involved, and there's so much there. So how do you raise money to do such a good deed?
Right over here at our trailer, we're selling swag. We do a raffle each year to give away C8. But as you see, we're selling merchandise. We have cups, we have apparel. We travel around at different shows. We've got about 25 cars with us here this year. And we use that money, and also other sponsors. Lowe's is a big sponsor. NASCAR just come on as a sponsor for us, so that was pretty big. And just people to help donate services and or funds, what they really want to do to try to help us out. But we love what we do. It's really awesome to be able to do that. The look on the veteran's face when we knock on the door, because they have no clue we're coming.
Yes.
That's truly a touching moment. That's raw emotion at the door, and if you ever are present for a door knock, you really understand why we do what we do, because it's very, very touching. It's a tear-jerking moment.
I mean, I would be in tears, but I would love to see that in person. Thank you for your service, Jason, and thank you so much even more for doing what you are doing.
Thank you.
And not only that, you're having a great time with doing it.
I am. I mean, the Corvette Expo, it's 81 degrees in Tennessee. This is phenomenal weather. We're excited. We're the host club inside next year here. And we're going to be doing, we'll have a big setup in Carlisle this year. We're excited about that too. So definitely people can check us out on Facebook, or our website is vetsforvets.club.
And that's where people can also make donations and
Absolutely,
help out.
yes. And we have our online store where people can purchase swag, a raffle ticket, or we give away the C8. or make a donation and just find out a little bit about what we do, where we're at. Our calendar will be posted online, what events we're going to be at. We travel, we go to Florida, Pennsylvania, Texas, so it's growing, so it's pretty exciting.
It's amazing. Good for you. You're on Rana's radar. It's all about cars. Let's go check out your Corvette.
Awesome.
Beautiful, 2015. Now it has been customized to go in theme with Vets for Vets.
Correct.
So what have you done? Let's walk through that.
Full engine dress up by AMT Customs out of Georgia. They did a phenomenal job. They're a big sponsor of ours. One of our best looking pieces, if you can look.
Look at that.
Custom headliner.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's detail on that's amazing. Even painted, it looks like the threads on the stars.
I can't believe it's painted. This is amazing. Looks like something that you would get printed off, right?
Yeah.
It's got a good ring.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely
Nathan
beautiful.
Curry out of Missouri does that. He does a lot of custom.
For 2015, what was the stock engine?
Say again?
What was the stock engine for 2015?
Horsepower?
Yeah.
460.
Okay. ZS1.
Obviously, it's 3LT package, competition seats. Got some carbon inlays.
Yep, you can see that.
AMT did custom door seals for us too, obviously Vets for Vets.
I mean, the Lambo doors go so well with the Corvette. They should just make them come with stock.
Yeah, it's definitely. And wind restrictor did a good job for us. They did our Vets for Vets wind restrictors.
Nice. Now this is the C7?
Yes.
Okay, with the C7s, obviously the engines were up at front.
Yes, C8
That means-
started going to the mid-engine
Yep.
in 2020.
That means you've got a bit more room in the trunk.
Yeah.
I think there's more room here than it is with the C8s who have it up at the front.
Yeah, they've still got a little bit of storage, unless they've got a hardtop convertible. They've got a little bit of storage in the back and a little bit up front. But you know, with Corvettes, you never really buy those to go on long travel vacations with and carry
That's
a lot
true.
of luggage. You got to pack tight. So.
Now the spoiler appears custom to me. Is that because it's higher than usual, or this is what it came with in 2015?
Oh no, this is definitely, there's not much on this car that's stock.
Okay.
Even diffusers blacked out, the exhaust, the Lambo tail lights. Then I went to the high wing, the ZR1 wing. But just trying to do the black and red theme. I love the black with red interior. It's kind of really jumps.
Oh, it really does. What I'm most interested about today, everybody, is looking at the different Vets. You know, we just saw the C8 2022. We're looking at our C7 now. So we're going to try and find all our way up to the first Corvette that was made. And hopefully we can see them all today at
Awesome.
the Corvette Expo. But thank you so much for this. I appreciate this.
Thank you. Thanks for talking.
Thank you. Awesome. Love the novelty checks. Now, Jason, is there a limit to how much you guys would be doing with the restorations?
No, it just
Whatever
depends.
needs to get done.
Yeah, whatever with our sponsors when they come on board. Like I said, Lowe's is huge. I own a roofing company, so automatically they get a roof. But multiple vendors and other construction companies are coming on board to help out. I mean, we're not limited to gutters, downspouts, bathroom remodel, and it just continues to grow.
That
So
is
we're
so
going to do
huge,
more and
you
more.
know. You're not just coming in there to lay new carpet. You're actually doing some of the biggest jobs when it comes to restoration and remodeling of homes. Some of the stuff that cost the most money.
Yeah, well, this year, like Berkeley Electric, they came on board and paid his light bill for a year. I mean, that's pretty big
For a whole year.
for a year. Yeah.
For a whole year.
So yeah, we got him $1,000 worth of groceries, paid his water bill for a year, light bill for a year, delivered Thanksgiving dinner.
So how do you decide? Is it just a raffle? How do you decide who gets it?
Nominees via Facebook, emails. People write in and nominate veterans, and then we just go through and kind of look at it and see who best fits, and then we kind of narrow it down. And then
I like that. I like that approach. I do like that approach as opposed to having a raffle where a name gets picked up, which is always nice as well. But when you can actually assess and see who needs the most of what, and you know, some of the veterans, the stories that I've heard is that they're not able to work, and some of the benefits that they get is just not enough, especially if they have a young family that needs to be supported. So I love the fact that you go through.
Well, a lot of veterans they're prideful too. They don't put their stuff out there. So only a few people may know, you know, what really they need help with and what's going on. And so when they nominate them, we go through, and we're excited this year to do that in 6 different states.
6 different states. You need to have somebody follow you around with a camera just to see that. Wouldn't that make great for everybody else to see it? Because people would love to be part of that and just see that and see the stuff that you guys are doing. So
well, if you go to our Facebook page, we did post a video of this year's door knock.
Okay.
And yeah, like I said, it's truly a humbling moment when they answer the door. They actually have no clue what's going on. It's kind of like the old Ed McMahon Publishers Clearinghouse. You just knock on the door and they answer, and then you tell them everything you're going to do for them. It's
okay. Well, I'm going to check out the page, and I'll share it on my Facebook page as well, so you guys could have a look. But Vets for Vets, check it out on Facebook. Because I'm definitely intrigued.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you so much,
Thank
Jason.
you.
Thank you. Hi there, how's it going?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good, 1960.
Yes, ma'am.
Love a classic. All right, everybody, as part of expanding my knowledge on Corvettes, today, like I mentioned, we're going to be looking at the different Cs. Now we're going to be having a look at the C1 1960 Corvette. How's it going?
Hi, good. Very good. How are you? I'm
good, thank you. All right, introduce ourselves and then tell us what have you got behind you.
Sure. So my name is Jim Decatur, and I am the owner with my family of a 1961 Honduras Maroon Corvette. It is a C1. My uncle purchased this car in 1985. Him and my uncle Brent restored it. It took 3 years to do, and in 1988 they took it to Bloomington Gold and won a silver award with it.
Wow, that is very impressive, because that just shows that their restoration was top notch in order to get the Bloomington silver.
Yes, the painstaking, about 1,200 hours. I remember my uncle having all the parts on the floor.
Wow.
Yeah, and took it all the way down to the frame and rebuilt it, the whole thing.
Wow, he's done a tremendous job, everybody. So we're going to have a look at the 60 Corvette in detail. You've kept it really well as well.
Well, I've owned it since 2019, November 2019. They keep it in the family, so I'm very proud to do that. And my uncle hadn't driven it for about 5 to 7 years. So when I brought it here to Tennessee, we did little modifications to it and to get it up and running again. But I'm very excited to have it in the family and to keep it in my family for generations to come.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that. All right, let's have a look here. Why don't we look under the hood and you can tell me what's still been left stock and what you've upgraded.
So in this particular one, this is actually a 1959 Corvette engine that is in this car right here. The numbers matching engine is sitting in my garage right now, and that's why it received a silver, not a gold, at Bloomington Gold.
Okay. They are very particular with the point system.
Yes, they are. But that was that, and there was a piece on the glass that wasn't matching, and those two things made it have a silver. But essentially, it's all here right now.
Well, we can just say that it's gold.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and say that.
I had a problem with the old generator in it, so I switched it to an alternator when we got the car back up and running again. And I did decide to go to fuel injection, since we did need to replace the tank, since it was 37 years old since the restoration.
Yeah.
So I upgraded that. I put power front disc brakes on the front because there was only one brake line, and I wasn't going to drive it in the Smokies with one brake line.
That's wise.
But it has original drums on the back. Everything else is original on this car.
And you drive this around, I'm understanding.
Yeah, this is my driver.
This is your driver.
All
Look at
the
this.
time. The kids love it at the house, and I take it out as much as I can. I
Look at
did keep
this.
the Hertz shifter that my uncle had when he purchased the vehicle. I have the original one, but the Hertz shifter is period correct to the car, and I absolutely adore it. Love it.
See, one of the things about the Corvette is that each year there were small slight changes. Of course, so many years on, that makes some massive big changes, but each year there was a little bit of changes to give you some more room. In the 1960s compared to the 59 and 58,
Sure, right.
you got some more room in the set.
Just a tad.
Just a tad.
So it's a large steering wheel, and
Yep.
you know, but yes, I can get in.
Yeah, so you can get in.
Yes.
Because because compared to the 60, the 58, 57s, it just started to get a little bit more bigger when they started understanding that people need a little bit more room.
Right? Yeah, this is it's very hard to the 59s and the 60s are very hard to determine which one it is.
Yes.
They're so close.
Wow, this is awesome. Now, you've been fortunate enough to have something like this in the family, Jim. Now, are you a Corvette man?
Oh, absolutely. I always have it. Well, this was in my uncle's garage.
Yes.
You know, and he was rebuilding it, so I didn't help him with it. I was a teenager at the time, but to be able to keep it in the family, it's precious to me. So my daughters love it as well too, and we're gonna possibly come back tomorrow with her. She's in school today, but yeah, they love it, and it's fun to drive around.
That's awesome. Well, it was so nice.
And
Yep.
my uncles, they love that I'm trying to take care of it so much. I send them pictures all the time. I'm at this show this week.
Yep.
I'm driving it this week. I've done this mechanically to it. You know, we needed to fix a new hose. So, because I'm not a mechanic,
Yep.
but I'm learning it as we go along here.
And
so
you're
that's been
maintaining
fun.
their work. They've spent so many hours and time
Yes.
to fix this, and you're maintaining that. So that would mean a lot to them.
But it's a labor of love too. You know.
And you keep it really well. Nobody would think that this is your driver, but
Thank
it
you.
is. Look at that. I love the colors.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for
All right,
this.
well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll let you go now. I'll get you out.
Hey everyone.
How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Everything's going great. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you. This is the stand that's going to continue the Corvette Expo for the next 40 years.
That's us.
That's it.
You want to do questions or interview? This man right here is our spokesperson.
It's putting you on the spot now.
Yeah, he can answer any questions you like.
You can answer anything he says.
Well, love it. You guys have got so many cool things here. You've got shirts, caps, I'm guessing as well.
Metal signs.
Signs. The signs are looking really good. The hot rod signs. You've got the Corvette signs here as well. Yeah, we'll have a look at it for sure.
Yeah.
Having a good, tell me. There, look at that. Wow.
Here's one of them.
Wow. And this is so cool that you've got Cruising the Dragon, because so many people would want to keep a memory sake of that, especially when we do that today.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a nice one.
yeah, that's a big part of this, is the Dragon store.
Yeah. Is this the first year that we're doing the Dragon Cruise?
No, it's probably about the 5th year maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been for a while. Just been growing every year. Bigger and more cars.
Well, it's definitely growing this year.
Yes, ma'am. We're glad to be here.
Well, thank you for that and all the best, and I hope you guys sell a lot.
All righty, we're gonna try.
Thank you. Okay everybody, so we are seeing some awesome, amazing looking Corvettes today here at the Corvette Expo in Pigeon Forge. Now we're going to have a look at the latest one, which is the 2023 Corvette right here. Belongs to David. David, I love your Corvette.
Thank you.
Okay, so I absolutely love it. You had to be talked into getting the C8.
Head to this one right here.
It's an amazing looking machine.
It is.
Very.
It's so unique. Sorry, it's messy back here.
Oh, that's all right. I love the fact that you're a driver. So
There's just no. This is not a traveling car.
it's not a traveling car.
The C7, the last one I had, you can pack your kitchen sink and have luggage.
We
everybody-
mentioned that. We were looking at the C7 just before, and that's what I said, that the C8s have got less of a trunk storage.
But we do have a front.
But you do. Did you call it a front?
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
For real.
That's the first time I've heard of it. Okay, a front.
This is the trunk, and that is the front.
Okay,
And
new
that's-
thing for
that
Rhino,
is-
front.
That is an honest to God General Motors term.
Wow, I love it. I love hearing and learning new things, and today it's front. Now David, 2023, we're in 2023, it barely has just begun, even though it's going really fast. When did you get it?
November 18th.
November 18th. And I'm guessing you had to wait a while for that.
No, that's a story within itself.
Okay.
I took the C7 in for an oil change, and a gentleman had ordered this car, and they whipped a markup on it, pretty sizable markup, and he stormed out and wouldn't take the car. So 2 hours later, I was on my way home with it,
Wow.
and I didn't have to pay for my oil change for the C7.
I love that. You weren't even planning on it.
Well, we were planning on, he was planning on meeting me there and maybe just looking at some C8s, but never thought the 70th anniversary would be sitting on showroom floor, because people are waiting a long time.
Wow, good for you. Now the C8, one of the biggest changes of course is the mid-engine. The C7s were still at the front.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
Well,
Be honest.
I'm really old school,
Okay.
and I had a hard time getting used to it. But now that I have it, I wouldn't go back to a C7 unless I could get my C7 that way.
Okay. Okay, well we're definitely going to hear that engine in a minute, but let's have a look. Now this is the black color. Everything is stock, or have you made any additions? I mean, it's pretty new.
Nothing. Actually, it's not black.
Okay.
It's carbon flash metallic.
Carbon flash metallic. Come over this, I think that's trying to get in. Carbon flash metallic. And that is stock as well on the hood.
Yes.
Well, the front, I should say.
The front.
The front. Wow, I'm loving this. Usually something like this would be custom. Someone would make an edition like that themselves. But this came stock, and it's got a carbon fiber look to it. It's got some specs in there. I love it. It looks good. It looks very good. Look at the front end, everybody, here of the 2023 C8 Corvette. Now, is this convertible?
No. Removable top, but not convertible.
Beautiful rims. Something nice about having black on black. So,
Now, I really wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the console. If I'm honest. You're wrapped in.
oh yeah. Well, I've been seeing that, and yes, it is wrapped in with the huggable seats. I call them the huggable seats, which are very comfortable. So compared to the C7, what was the console like there?
It was flatter. You could, like, actually, there was none of the controls. All the controls for the passenger and the driver are on that pillar right there.
Okay, and that's new to the C8s.
Right. Like, up until the C8 years, all the controls were still over here. Your lights, your everything that you would, normally have, air conditioning, heat.
Everything is there. So now
Everything.
things are different, which means you've got some adjusting to do.
Right.
But now you've told me that after driving this, you can't go back to a C7.
Not unless I got my old one I had.
The one you had, why is that?
Sentimental.
Sentimental. What about the engine?
Fast.
Okay, so this is faster, of course. And what is the engine here?
I think it's a 5.8 liter. It's
Is it supercharged?
no.
There is an option to supercharge it from the factory?
Well, instead of supercharging, I think you can just buy a Z06
Okay.
because they're basically the supercar.
Supercar. Okay, I do want to hear the engine of the 2023 Corvette. I love that hum that happens. But before we do that, David's just been telling me about the inside and some of the different functions.
Hop in.
You want me to hop in there?
Hop in.
All right. Take my phone out. Back inside the huggable seats, they are comfortable, everybody. I will
Now
say
watch,
that.
Watch this screen when you
Okay.
start it.
Start button just here.
Mm-hmm. Got to push the brake.
I have, yeah. I'm a shorty, so I'm gonna have to really move forward to push
Okay,
that brake. There we go. Thank you.
Do I?
No key found.
Now we have a key.
Now we have a key.
It didn't do it, but the other screen is.
All right, so we've got two. Obviously, there's the dash here, and then we've got this screen. Now, David, walk me through it. You said it's got different functions for the way you want to drive and whether you want to take it on track.
Okay. Right here, different modes. You can watch the screen up here. You can go from the economy screen, my mode,
My mode, yeah.
touring mode, sport
Sport mode, nice.
and track mode.
Track mode.
And that's when it gets serious. It keeps you informed of everything that's going on in the car.
Have you had a chance to explore the different modes?
Yes.
And so, track mode and sport mode, what's the difference?
More braking, more, well, you're in total charge of track mode. This car's not going to do anything. It's not going to help you steer it. It's not going to help you brake. It's not going to help you.
Wow, so it's
It's you.
okay. Yeah, all the auto stuff and yeah, all the safety features is out the window
No.
and you're on your own.
And at any
That
time,
sounds exciting.
at any time, you can go into Z mode.
What does Z mode do?
It changes perspective of everything again. It feels like you have much more horsepower. And it actually shows you how many G's.
The G-force, wow, it actually shows you that too.
There you go. So you can adjust over there right now. Tour mode. Steering, engine, shift, brake feel, engines.
Wow.
You change to another mode, and it'll give you the option to.
The engineering behind this is magnificent because Z7 didn't have all of this. Nothing like this.
They did have track mode and sport, but it was not this.
But to be able to adjust all that, I mean, we're talking about a crew pit under sitting right inside with you.
The only thing is that it won't take off.
It won't take off for you, but you know what? Maybe the C9. Hopefully not. We want to keep the cars on the ground as much as we can, for as long as we can. Now, this is just absolutely brilliant, honestly. As someone who's just fascinated by how from the way the engines work to now seeing this 2023 C8. It's just how it happens, how that engine functions, and the computer technology at work here. It's definitely something.
If it had a little Tesla's technology, it would drive itself.
But you don't want to drive itself. You need to put it into sport mode and take control of the wheel. Wow, this is absolutely awesome. But hey, what I do want to do is get outside and hear that noise outside from the exhaust.
Okay.
So you can take this and I will turn it off.
Okay.
And then I will let you turn it on so we can hear that engine. Beautiful.
Just
Beautiful. Love it. Thank you so much for that, David. Appreciate it.